Okay, guys, this is my review for Victor Frankenstein, or should I say Frankenstein? He always says that in the movie, but he was drunk. Um, this movie very much reminded me of a video game. I swear the writer, when he was writing this video game, he was probably playing Uncharted 2, the second Uncharted game, and probably playing Batman Arkham Origins while he was writing this game, because the premises of this movie is very much like that. The style of the movie leading up to the final boss is very much like Batman Origins, Arkham Origins in this. But you remember in Uncharted 2 where Nathan Drake is fighting that military guy and he's sniffing in that stuff and he's becoming like this gigantic monster, and you're running around this cave trying to figure out how to destroy this monster. Well, that's how this movie ends. It's like that. It's very much a video game on the big screen. It's like a live action video game. Daniel Radcliffe as Igor was fantastic. He pulled up the character like how he was written. Um, he goes from a hunchback freak show character who's never known goodness in his life until Victor Frankenstein frees him from the circus and fixes his back. It turns out the back is not a bone hunchback, it's a cyst that has been developing for 18 years on his back, and Victor Frankenstein fixes it. But Igor is also an intelligent guy. He knows how to fix bodies, how to create bodies, how to do things and stuff. He's actually quite intelligent. But my favorite part in this was James McAvoy, who McAvoy plays Victor Frankenstein. But I like how they got the idea for Victor Frankenstein in this was Dr. House from House and Tony Stark from Iron Man, putting those two together and creating this mad scientist character. He literally is a mad scientist. He wants to create life and he doesn't think anybody's smart enough to outmaneuver him with it. There's a detective in this movie played by Mariotti from the TV show Sherlock in it, who is hunting down Victor Frankenstein because he knows he's up. He knows that Victor Frankenstein is up to corruption in this film, and he knows there's something wrong with Victor Frankenstein, but nobody will listen to him in his police department in this film, and so he goes kind of rogue, gets fired from his police department, and kind of goes rogue looking for Victor Frankenstein. Igor is very smart in this film. He knows Victor Frankenstein is up to no good now at this point. It's all down to the stories being told by Igor's perception of this movie, and it's very, very comic book slash video game like this movie. But it is really good. It's good. It makes you sit there. I was very entertained right up to the very last final battle with the monster. I kind of found that was the big disappointment. The video game, Uncharted 2 style ending video game. Let's work together and destroy this monster that I created that's 6 foot tall with 2 hearts and 2 lungs. He's a super being and whatnot. So it's pretty much like a video game. If you go see this movie in theaters, you'll see what I mean by a video game, or if you watch it on TV or pay-per-view or whatever, you'll see what I mean by this movie is video game-like. You could tell that the writer was playing video games while he was writing this movie in this. But all in all, the actors were good in it. The premises of the movie was pretty good. The story could have done a bit more work on it. So I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10 rating. It's definitely a buy on Blu-ray if you like monster movies and stuff like that, like this style. But if you don't, it's definitely a movie you watch while you're drunk with your friends. There's my review. 5 out of 10 for Victor Frankenstein.